All right, what's up, comic fans out there? I'm Andrew.
Hey, I'm Matt. We're from Crypto Comics. We're back with another edition of the Crypto Comics Couch. And we just kind of like to let you in our world and break down the comic landscape a little bit. We've got some pretty good news for you today. So, yeah, once again, you know it's going to be good.
Yeah, so make sure you chime in with any of your opinions on anything we have to talk about today. Let us know what you think. Hit up the comment section, whether you're on Facebook. If you're not already following us on Twitch, make sure you do that. YouTube, especially.
Oh, okay.
Mixer is about to die, so you can follow us if you want, but you're not going to see us very long. But yeah, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, talk some shit, have some fun with us.
Oh,
Get it
not
on.
safe for work, by the way.
Yeah. Oh,
That was
sorry. That's
first.
also my part. This is a not safe for work stream. We do not recommend that you watch this next to your grandmother with small children's or fluffy animals. However, we will allow chinchillas.
Yeah. So, okay, I got my drink, I got my vape here, got the news pulled up.
No, Gypsy already on Twitch. Hello, hello, boys. Hello, hello.
Hey, what's up? All right. So let's talk about break things in. We have the 4th of July weekend. Still a lot of places were shut down due to COVID.
Mm-hmm.
What did you do, Frey?
I was with the rest of our co-workers. Where were you, Matt?
What are you talking about?
We got drunk and had a bomb-ass taco bar and fireworks and
What?
fun, and you just
Oh,
didn't want to show up. Oh, yeah, now you remember, huh? Yeah.
I
So, how was your 4th of July, Matt?
it was pretty fun, but I didn't know we were doing the work party. It's kind of
Mm-hmm,
drunk
mm-hmm,
myself.
mm-hmm,
Um,
mm-hmm. Likely story, Matt.
oops.
I mean,
So
maybe
yeah,
maybe I should take some accountability. I didn't invite you, but
I know.
it wasn't at my house, so I just assumed everybody else invited you.
No, we I went to a buddy's house. We had a big old barbecue, and then afterwards, there it's kind of a smaller town that I live in Idaho. Idaho Falls normally has fireworks, big, huge firework display.
Mm-hmm.
They've canceled this year. But the little town I lived in decided to have a fireworks display, and it was amazing. They did a really good job,
Oh, that's badass.
and we were pretty much right under it, so it was great.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
Yeah, you like being right under things.
not safe for work once again.
Ba-dum-tsh. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's right, ladies and gentlemen. He's going to be here for at least an hour, so make sure you tip your waitress.
yeah, not all week, but hey.
Gypsy said that you didn't know. Oh, she
Yeah,
said, "Love you, Matt. We knew that you had a long drive."
I would have made it, but okay, that's fine. All right. So, Wednesday. Oh yeah, this coming Wednesday at 2 p.m. Looks like we have a creator spotlight.
I got to cut you off real quick. That's 2 p.m.
Yes.
Mountain, 2 p.m. Mountain
Oh,
Standard Time. So 4
Mountain
p.m. East
Standard
Coast.
Time. Okay,
And
so
speaking of the devil,
yes.
there's Jesse Hansen right there on Facebook. Yo, yo, yo. What's up, Jesse? We were just about to bring you up, man.
Hey, yeah. So Jared is going to be doing a spotlight on Jesse and interviewing him, and got a lot of good questions for you. So it'll be awesome. Definitely stay tuned for that. I know I'm going to be watching it. So
Yeah, and just like all the other creator spotlights, any fans, stuff like that, if you guys want to jump on there and ask Jesse questions yourself, be sure to do so. I know I will.
yeah.
I have fun with that. But yeah, 2 o'clock Mountain Time Wednesday. It's gonna be awesome. We'll be punching out little advertisements all over social media and stuff to keep people reminded. Oh, Jesse on Facebook says, "Uh-oh, it's got me scared now." LOL. Don't be scared. Jared doesn't bite, but he will try to cuddle.
Yes, he will. He's been known for that. Yeah.
He just says, now you really got me worried, man. Yeah, it's gonna be pretty cool, man. I'm looking forward to this one.
Hmm.
So yeah, a lot of the books in the system under Cornerstone. All really, really good books. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to it.
Yeah, it'll be cool. All right. So what
Very
do we
good.
got?
Crushing sense of self-value.
Well, besides that, what do we
Oh,
got to talk about today?
I don't know. That's your job, man.
Oh,
I'm
my.
just here to be the face of this business, man. What are you doing? Let's
Okay.
see. Yeah. So 4th of July.
All right. So we have a blog post out there. Basically, it's kind of the pros and cons of the
Blah, blah,
photographic
blah.
references for comics.
Hmm.
So I know personally I use them, but I have to use them in a very specific way. There is some cons to it. Okay, so I bring up in this blog post two specific artists, Greg Land and Alex Ross. Both use photography to map out exactly what they want to see in the panels.
Hmm.
Now, Alex Ross, um, he will assign a particular model and then he'll create a photo shoot around that and to
Hmm.
get what he wants in the panel. Then he'll actually have the picture right here and paint the whole thing that he sees in a way so it matches with the comics. And I cannot praise this man enough. His artwork is top notch. I love his stuff.
Now, I would just like to stream to note that every time I've asked Matt here to let me paint him like my French girls, he says no.
You've only asked twice. Three
It's
times is the
That's just this week, though. Okay, I thought for sure that doing it with the Hallmark card was, you know, a good touch.
yeah.
So,
Anyway, so Greg Land, who is a pretty big artist, um, worked with Marvel, DC. More specifically, he worked with Nightwing for a really long run.
mm-hmm.
Oh man, Fantastic Four forever, X-Men. Um, his very first comic he ever did was the cover for Storm Quest #1, which came out a year after Storm Watch #1. Literally just rips off the cover. So yeah, it's pretty bad. This is known as swiping in comics, and it's a pretty big deal. Like that's one thing you just don't do.
unless
But
it's Spider-Man 300, then everyone does it.
well, there's a difference between kind of an homage versus a just literally like copying the character.
Mm.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, I'd agree with
So
that.
like Action Comics #1 has been recreated so many different times.
Mm-hmm.
For so many different covers. But once again, it's always an homage. You know,
Mm-hmm.
they're restarting Superman, go and redo the cover for today's art kind of thing.
Right.
Um, when I was first learning to draw, I would actually break open a comic book and try to draw what I see.
Same.
I primarily with like Graham Nolan's work. I love his work. Nolan and Hannah together in the Detective Comic series, loved it. Mostly because one, it's Batman, and two, Nolan's work. I mean, that's what I wanted to aspire to, to be. I wanted to be Graham Nolan. I did do a lot of Dan Jurgens' work, just
Mm-hmm.
that kind of line art and that style. I was trying to learn it, so I copied it. Now the difference is between me and Greg Land is I was never intending to publish those.
Right.
Those were always, just for myself to get the practice and stuff like that. When I was learning to draw hair, one of the big things I would do is I would find every single like Revlon advertisement I could find and try to draw the hair. So
you're saying that those years of Revlon ads that you've got stockpiled in your office there, those are all for reference?
yes, totally reference.
That's
back in my school days.
I really, around the water cooler. You know what I mean?
You're always wondering why I had those, right? Yeah. Okay. Well, now you know. So eventually, Greg Land jumped onto Sojourn, #1 with CrossGen, which revolutionary company. Instead of having the artists work on a per page basis, they actually paid on a hourly wage, which included like health benefits and stuff like that, which is like mind blowing. Like, holy crap, that's cool.
I know artists need doctors. What is this? What is this? What do you mean? What do you mean the writer needs eyeglasses?
All of a sudden, his art style really changed. It became much more photorealistic.
Right.
But at the same time, all his subjects became kind of stiff until it became widely known on the internet that what he was doing was he was taking things like models from Sports Illustrated and just turning them into a superhero.
Right.
Or famous memes. You just take the meme and like try to slap Iron Man over that dude's face, the guy holding his chest. I don't know if you remember that meme. It's all in the blog article there. Pamela
here
Anderson.
We go. I got a fun little trivia piece here.
Okay.
Not as many people watch the Monday show as our normal streams, but I wonder if anybody out there. This might be actually. I don't even know if I should do it as a trivia thing. Most people probably wouldn't even know this, but one of our new shirts that we were doing for giveaways is actually set up the exact same way off of reference of Jessica. What is it? Jessica Negri. Is that how you pronounce that? Is that her name? Jessica Negri? But yeah, Chad Harden actually used a pose of Jessica Negri to do one of the temerity characters that we use for one of the new shirts.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it happens all the time. It's cool stuff.
Well, that's still fine, except for Greg Land started to turn to porn for reference. Now, yes, with porn, it's easier to get the human figure, but at the same time, now, anytime they wanted to show surprise, it didn't quite come off as surprise or anger. Everything, all the faces came off more as ecstasy than actual.
Oh,
yeah, exactly. Please don't ever make that face again. But yeah. So,
dude, that was messed up.
When you can use a photo reference and when you can't legally, because you can get fined anywhere from, let me see, $200 to $1,500 or $150,000. So, unless your comic is one of the world's best sellers, it's not worth it. Don't do it.
Yeah.
Now, what I recommend is actually go out and take your own pictures. That way, you, as the photographer, own the copyrights to those images. So, yeah.
Not a bad idea.
I would agree with that. Now, what else we have on the blog? On Wednesday, coming out, is a blog post all about different art challenges that we've seen on Facebook and stuff like that. I've gone to YouTube and found basically the same challenges and just put a whole bunch of videos on there, just kind of showcasing different artists and stuff like that, such as taking a famous character such as Wolverine or Deadpool and drawing him in like several different styles, like Tim Burton style or Simpsons or something, Dragon Ball Z. Other challenges, I've created this character, you draw it in your style kind of thing. It's fun little exercises, art challenges for people to do. So yeah.
I'm taking you up on it. That's what's about to happen. I'm gonna do it. And I'm gonna show you how strong my kung fu is.
Ooh. Okay. So everybody should comment on at least 6 different styles, right? That we can make you draw.
Oh, you want to let the chat do this?
Let's make the chat do it. Come on. What do we got here?
Oh man, we don't have enough people following this show yet, I don't think, to pull something off like this, but all right.
Okay.
All right, screw it. I'm down. So first, we'll do the 5. First 5 or 3. Let's do 3. No, 5. Yep. Sorry, guys. 5. So.
First off, what's the subject? Should we
I don't
say?
know. We'll figure that out.
Well, what's your favorite comic book character?
Oh, I don't want to draw my favorite comic book character.
Oh, come on. Most recognizable.
Let's have chat choose it all. We'll do a comic character in a situation and then 5 different styles. What do you say?
Okay.
Why not? Oh, Gypsy Leap right off the bat. Bob.
Oh, there we go. Bob. Okay.
Okay. And you quit jumping on the chat. It says your name. You think I'm not going to notice your name?
Yeah.
Hey, wait, what is this? What is going on here?
Is that Jared? What the hell's he doing?
Hey, Jared.
Hey. What's going on? Hey.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it looks like we've been joined by Jared, our CEO. And no, Jesse, doesn't have to be mainstream, man. What's up, Jared? How you doing, man?
Hey guys, how you doing?
Pretty good. How are you?
Hey.
Yeah.
We're just doing the Monday call.
Is today Monday?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry about that. I meant to just check out what you guys were doing. I think I pressed the wrong button.
That might happen. So you pushed the wrong button with crystal clear sunglasses at the ready.
Look, let's not talk about the sunglasses, okay?
Okay. All right. Hey, how you doing,
it's
buddy?
It's an important part of my identity.
Ah, very nice.
Yes.
I like it.
Yeah, how you guys doing?
We're doing pretty good.
Doing?
Doing pretty good, man. How you doing?
I'm doing good, man. Now that I'm hanging out with the coolest dudes in town.
Hey,
I heard you guys were the coolest dudes in town. I came to find out if you really were the coolest dudes in town.
I told you we are, man. Aren't you going to believe us?
Well, forgive me if I don't trust, but you never know,
All right.
So,
chat says hi, Jared.
Who?
There's Gypsy in the chat saying hi, Jared. Everybody's laughing.
Hey, what's up, Gypsy? Woo! Let's go on a tour.
All right. So, Jared, we have a challenge for Frey.
Oh my geez, what is it?
So he's going to essentially take an art challenge where he takes a character, in this case Bob, and he's going to do it in different styles, such as I want to see a Simpsons one.
No, now that he said that, nobody can do Simpsons. I'm not doing Simpsons.
How would you do
Bob? Oh, Joe, right off the bat.
You could put her hair on his head.
Joe just put in the chat Aeon Flux style. That's messed up, Joe. Ouch.
Yeah.
All right. So we got an Aeon Flux, Bob. That's not going to be easy.
You got to pick a style for him.
All right.
Yep.
I would like a what's the name of that? I love the show. Oh, what's that chick? And she goes to that place, David Bowie and the freaking goblins.
Labyrinth.
Yes, a labyrinth type Bob.
So you're talking like Jim Henson Muppet kind of thing?
Yep.
Well, maybe, or he could be wearing a dress like her. I'm not sure. I'll let Frey have creative freedom.
Well, Labyrinth would be a Jim Henson style. So, all right, we're gonna do that.
Okay.
All right. I feel like we need at least one more from chat.
Oh, I got another one, dude. I got another one. Well, I've got two more actually. I've got a Transformer Bob, which I think would be awesome. And then also an Indiana Jones Bob, and then possibly a Star Wars Bob, and then
South Park,
dude,
something like that.
Are you sitting in front of a Stitch Tunes catalog? Is that where you're getting all these from?
No. I don't know what you would be thinking that for.
Sunglasses. This boy must be high as hell.
I don't do things like that, Matt. Thank you very much. I am an upstanding citizen of the Idaho.
All right, so.
Right, I'm here.
Okay, so I got to do a Bob sketch in Aeon Flux and in Jim Henson styling. I don't even know if I'm saying Aeon Flux right. I think you're supposed to say Eon Flux, right? I don't remember. Anyways, so we need one more chat from somebody that is not affiliated with CryptoComics whatsoever. That's what we need.
Oh man, we're gonna be here a while.
My mom's the only one that watches the stream.
I was gonna say, is somebody's parents on at least?
And Matt, you can't put not Matt South Park when your name is CryptoComics Matt on Twitch. And can we talk about proper capitalization of our branding, Matt?
Oh, Matt, you didn't. Didn't.
Jesse Hansen says Kinetic from Cornerstone Creative Studios. Done.
Okay.
Ooh, I like that one. Done. Like dishes.
All right.
I like. Oh, speaking of Kadri, whoa! We'll see you on Wednesday.
Yep, we were just talking about that.
Awesome. All right, so what else do we gotta go over? Ooh,
that's gonna be a really hard style.
What do you guys go over on couch? I mean, I was wondering how you guys behave when you're on the couch together.
Just like we do any other time we're together.
A lot of this.
A lot of this, and a little of that, and a lot of this, and a little of that, and a lot of this, and oh, sorry.
Don't let Frey fool you. That Sprite bottle is actually full of vodka.
What?
It's Mountain Dew.
Oh, Mountain Dew.
Vodka?
No vodka. Just Mountain Dew tonight.
And tequila?
Nope.
And gin?
Dude, it's July 6th. Have you guys not known me long enough? I celebrate America all weekend. I am in full recovery mode right now. We are throttling down on any alcoholic drinks.
Drink a bunch, blow up a bunch of shit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I wanted to show everybody how easy it is to actually upload a comic.
Yes. 1 second, Matt. Jesse says, need references? I'll hook you up, Andrew. Do it, Jesse. Send them to me, please. Yep. This is going to be fun. Dude, it's been a long time since I've done a reference sketch, actually. I think it's been like 5 or 6 years. This will be different. So, yeah, good idea, Matt. So go ahead, Matt. I apologize.
All right. So right now what I have is I have a comic ready to go. One of the creators by the name of Tidal Wave, they have a whole bunch of stuff that they've given us access to, and they want us to upload it for them, which we told them we would. So I wanted to show everybody how easy it is to actually upload your own comic on our system right now.
It's so easy that Jared can do it.
Yeah. Okay. Here we go.
I don't think so, guys.
So, as you can see, I'm on their account right now. Okay, so I'd come up here to publish and upload the work. Okay, this is a brand new series that.
Oh my gosh, this is incredible, dude!
Okay,
the beauty, the majesty. How many browser tabs do you have open right now on your laptop, Matt?
A whole lot.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
Dude,
9,
you're on
10,
a Mac.
11,
Why are you running malware bytes?
18.
What's that?
Dude, that's
Well,
nothing.
you're on a
18.
Mac. Why are you running malware bytes? And why have you not updated Adobe? Like, come on, dude.
Oh my gosh, you sinner!
What are you doing? What are
Okay,
you
You
doing?
sinner!
would you
a
shut up?
sinner? Oh, I'm sorry.
Hey, everybody.
Alright.
Matt
Create a new
mistakenly
series.
left his Facebook tab open. Everyone go over and start slaughtering him with a bunch of personal messages.
Yes,
Yeah.
dude.
I'm not going to say you should send him pictures of feet, but I'm not going to say he doesn't like it either.
Okay, so the series is named Warlock. All right, so right now what I have is some stuff that they've already published about the series.
Okay.
Awesome.
So I'm just looking at your bookmarks there. What is
You're looking at his
Smudgestone?
system, dude. You need to quit looking under the hood, man, and start looking at what's on the screen, bro. I mean, come on, man. You're making him look small.
I'm just wondering what a Smudgestone is.
I don't know.
What is
Okay, so right now
Inquiring
this
minds
is
want to know.
issue 1, and
Are
they
you sure it's issue 1?
yes.
Okay, good. I was nervous. We wouldn't want you to make a mistake.
All right, so we can choose a few here. So we are going to go with
Oh, cool.
A Western steampunk fantasy.
Yes! Yes!
really.
Oh, that's right.
Oh,
it's not
it's
our book.
Oh,
Damn it.
oh.
Okay.
That would be awesome, though. I'm not even gonna lie. Somebody out there, please do a Western steampunk fantasy, romantic fantasy.
Well, we can't even do that.
Okay.
We've got Morningstar, which is pretty close.
Oh, Morningstar's pretty awesome.
So as you can see, I just picked out the genres. Now I'm going through and I'm picking out all the different types of content for the grading situation. So
Use of
So
alcohol and strong nudity.
this is why people can't really find books and or creators that they are looking for, is because the marketplace generally puts damn near everything behind adult content.
no.
Oh, whoops.
Wow. Okay, so
I meant something
so
else.
you choose wow, Jared. Okay, so that's about everything for it. Okay, so the price, it's in Ether.
I'm going to need about
So-
350.
Ether.
About
Ether.
$5.
Ether.
Okay, so
Isn't it ETH?
yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Now I've actually set the price and I've set the amount of copies. Next. So what I do here.
Do you need to call your mama?
Somebody call my mama.
What? What?
Okay.
Who's calling
right.
their mom? It was actually my dad.
Okay.
Are you getting upset?
What's going on? What's up? Ooh. This looks complicated.
What? All I've done is select it from my
I wasn't paying attention. I'm sorry. I was just.
yeah, I can tell.
I'm bored. It's
So
taking
what
forever.
it's doing right now is it's uploading the entire PDF.
Oh, right on. That would be what the uploading means, right? There on the screen.
It's a technical term, yes.
Ah, gotcha. Okay.
Are you able to see the whole face bomb?
It's a good thing I got professionals working with me, y'all. Because, woo! We wouldn't want me in
fired.
charge of this.
Okay, my internet has actually been going pretty slow today.
Well, a lot of times when we're doing a go-to stream like this, your internet's probably having a difficult time just because I'm stealing your face in real time.
Oh, look
Yeah,
at that though,
yeah.
man. It tells you step by step by step, 15%, 19%, 23%, 26%. Boom, it's killer. David, you're such a stud.
Oh yes. Shout out to David. David is an amazing programmer. He's been working on this since day one. He's top notch.
Actually, day 0. Remember, there was
Yeah.
a lot of days prior to day 1.
True.
Just like we're not in phase 1 yet.
Okay.
Nice.
So
38.2. Oh, wow. That looks fantastic.
So I'm going to remove these pages, and we'll go remove these 2 pages. Done.
Now, why'd you remove the pages?
Because I added a couple of blank pages on accident. And
Oh, gotcha. Okay. I was just like, hey, man, don't be changing people's books, man. I'll have to come over there and.
So
He needs some milk.
right here.
Mm-hmm.
So now, when you do a preview, how many pages can you select for a preview? Can you select multiple pages, or is it stuck to just one page, or what how does that work?
No, right now it is stuck to essentially 1 page. So I'm coming over here to publish, and it's telling me we recommend at least 20%. Okay.
Of the book.
Page images from the drop down, then click on the gear. So come over here and page images. Click on the gear. Oh, there's my preview right here. Let's go.
Oh, wow, that's cool.
6 pages. Would you say 6 is a good number?
Looks good to me.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think so.
Now I go to publish again, and we're at 24% for the preview.
Oh, that's nice.
There's 25 pages. Genres are selected. There's no blank pages, and we hit publish.
So now, basically, these are the pages that can be viewed before you purchase the book.
Yes.
Even though right now it's not live purchase, but so you would be able to look at these 6 pages, and then if you bought the book, then you could gain access to the rest of the book.
Yeah.
Nice. That's cool. It's like a peep show.
Oh my God, you just went there.
My name's
Where?
Joe Exotic.
You peek. I said peek. Peek. Like you're peeking in to the book or something like that.
I'm never going to financially recover from this.
Oh, wait a minute, dude. You like put money on this show? Like, is there bets going on or something?
We could do that. Let's do that.
Hey. All right. How much are we betting? Because I'm broke.
I don't know. What are we betting on? I'm all for
I
it.
don't know. Let's bet. I bet you both.
Wish you weren't so fucking awkward.
I don't know, man. I don't want to lose any money. I'm a little worried about that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
nobody wants to lose
I'll
money.
fix it.
Okay, so wait a minute, man. Are you going to show the book or what? Are you leaving me hanging here? I mean, that's kind of like leading up to something. I'm getting all like, woo! And then all of a sudden,
Sure.
Look at him going. Just all these demands. This isn't your show.
I know.
This is our show.
what? Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. Here, let me relax a little. Let me be like you guys.
Hold on.
This is great.
Mhm.
Mark my words, when you least expect it, your uppance will
We
come.
both had the same expression, Bri.
I know. Handsome as shit. That's the
Right?
name of it.
Boom! I was thinking the same thing. I was like, damn, I look good on that camera.
It's mainly the glasses.
Yeah, you're right, dude. I really am digging this, man. It's like, I look sleek with that nice freaking flow on my receding hairline and stuff. It's all shiny.
Mm-hmm.
I'm smart.
So let's see here. What else do we have for the news, guys?
Oh, I thought you wanted me to go through the book.
Well, go ahead.
Well, I
There's
just want to see the
quite a
book,
delay
but-
there, so.
Okay.
Ooh, let's talk about news while Matt figures out how to show us a book.
Okay.
All right.
Okay,
All right.
here we go.
All right. So,
No, there's the book.
There's the book.
Hey. Ooh, that looks good.
So this is Warlock, which is essentially a direct sequel to the old movies.
Which was
Oh, wow.
amazing.
Oh yeah.
Hey man, I just want to give a shout out to Darren Davis and Tidal Wave Comics.
I totally thought you were going to say something else. Wow.
Be careful. No, man. Darren is awesome. I just want to give him a shout out because right now, he's hitting it big with his Tiger King comic, which is really awesome. His mom just got published, which is awesome. If you got a chance, go over to Tidal Wave on their Facebook page, and you can see the awesome stuff that's going on with them. It is just fabulous.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and there you go. You got the book, man. That looks rad.
Oh man, that looks good.
Oh yeah.
Now Matt's got about 1,100 more of those to go. Perfect.
I think there's more than that.
I think there is. So
like 1,400 more.
This first issue essentially centers around this guy who has a book that he's trying to keep away from the Warlock. He ends up hiding in a church, and
are you giving spoilers?
No, I'm.
Okay, good, man. Because I was about to.
This is all in the preview that I was talking about.
Oh, okay.
Looks like from the chat, Jesse Hansen says, "Wish I could tell you guys what we're doing for Tidal Wave right now. Hush, hush, though."
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Jesse's doing something for him, isn't he?
I guess so. But the only way we're going to find out is when you ask him about it on Wednesday.
Oh, good idea, Frey. I like the way you minds think alike.
Yeah.
Now I got to remember that.
When your laundry detergent just isn't enough, supercharge it with OxyClean.
Do you need to make a note for you?
Could you? Oh, wait. You were joking, weren't you? You jerk.
All right, so let's shift gears
let's
here.
Talk about news. I want to know what goes on here at the couch because I heard
news.
A lot of rumors.
First things up, what do you think about going movies, or what about giving movies a twist such as the Mandarin? I don't care.
Okay, the Mandarin. All right, so a lot of people have been complaining about different. This is more of kind of an opinion piece.
Your piece or someone else's piece?
No, just out there on the internet. Once again, just chatter and stuff like that.
Okay. Through your filter? Gotcha. Okay, I'm just checking.
Marvel has that new movie coming out with the 10 Rings. I can't remember what it's called offhand. I'm drawing a blank.
Quick, hurry, Google it.
Yeah, go ahead. Okay, please. So they do switch a lot of, or kind of twist a lot of characters for the movies. Most famous was the Mandarin in Iron Man 3. A lot of people didn't like that twist. But I think it has to happen for the movies. This is my personal opinion. It really has to happen for the movies, or else I could just go buy the comic book and spoil everything. So it's like Shang-Chi or something like that in the 10 Rings.
So wait, so 10 Rings is the Mandarin?
Yes.
Or led by the Mandarin?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. I mean, you have to change up that guy's character, or else it's going to come across so racist, because his dad is literally named Fu Manchu. So it's
I sometimes do a Fu Manchu. What's wrong with the Fu Manchu?
It's a racist comment.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
I thought it was a facial hair. Are you serious right now?
Yeah.
And moving on.
What do you guys think about changing up the characters?
I disagreed with you until Jared started speaking, and now I'm like, yep, okay. Just kidding, Jared.
Wow.
He's all irritated. He's like, screw you guys.
So now that sucks.
Yeah, don't say that
totally
anymore.
Thought it was a facial fro.
I mean,
Okay.
it is, but not for a good reason.
Wait a minute. Okay, so it is a facial fro. I wasn't wrong in that regard. Thank God.
Yeah,
No,
just
that
like
was
if you shaved your mustache wrong and we called it a Hitler, it's probably not a very appropriate thing to say.
What?
In
When
today's
you do the
climate, no,
Hitler
you need
stash,
to
it's
cover
not
it.
good to call it a Hitler stash.
Yeah, I mean, I would, but
You're not supposed to. What are you
think you're
supposed to
supposed
call
to.
it?
Let's go with the Charlie Chaplin stash.
Ooh, good one.
Ooh, nice one. All right,
I like
all
it.
right, good man. So let's rename the Fu Manchu.
Well, basically, what the whole point is, let's bring it back to the point you guys.
Oh, sorry, my bad. Okay.
What do you think about changing the characters to better fit the movies?
I don't like
Well, that's a pretty deep question. Go ahead, Frey. Make us look good.
I'm not going to make anybody look good. I don't like it just because I think there are more than enough story arcs and directions that you can pull from just about anywhere in the comics, keeping characters alive historically and make it work really well.
So let me
Now-
ask you guys a question. I need to ask you guys a question. Go ahead.
Okay. So what about Guardians of the Galaxy? Before the movies, that comic was gut-wrenchingly boring, and I hated it.
Yeah,
After
but
the
you have
movie?
terrible taste in comics.
Oh, no.
Oh shit! Did he just say that out loud?
What's
Him
up?
and I have done rounds over.
Oh, damn!
Come on.
I need to
Come
get me
on.
a freaking popcorn and a pop and shit. This is like a movie.
Come on, man. What
No.
you can do about it?
Guardians of the Galaxy, before the movies came out, were boring.
Uh-huh.
Sales were slumping, and everybody was like, really? They're going to make that movie?
So there was no humor in it, or what?
Oh,
Was
there's
that-
tons of humor in it.
There was no humor. Was there humor in the comic before the
No.
movies?
No. Before
Really?
Yes, there was.
No, there wasn't.
Yes, there was.
So
Come
Star Lord
on.
wasn't funny in the comic?
Look at Squirrel Girl. You think that's not humorous?
That
Come on.
that all that crap came after the movie, man.
No, it didn't.
No, that's when it became popular, is after the movies came out.
Squirrel Girl.
Well, I never heard of Guardians of the Galaxy till the movie came out.
Okay.
And that, I think, is what matters, is that it extends the audience out further than the comic books ever would have.
Okay.
So-
But they really did change up the format. They really added in a lot of humor to make that movie work, and it worked beautifully.
Mhm.
Okay.
I
Yeah,
really
Jim.
like Guardians of the Galaxy. That's like one of my favoriteest movies of all time in the
Oh yeah.
The
Yeah.
Marvel
MCU.
Cinematic Universe. I
Mhm.
love Guardians, man. I watch that one all the time and just laugh my butt off.
What about Thanos? His whole motivation to use all the Infinity Stones was to basically get with a girl
Mhm.
Whoa. In the comic?
in the comics. Yeah.
Really?
He had
Yeah.
a thing
Who was the girl? It wasn't his
Death.
daughter, was it? I mean, there's
No, Death. It was
Death.
Death.
Was it?
Really? You
Death?
went there, Jared? You went there? It was
Well,
the
he was in love with her. I mean, that was the whole reason he had to sacrifice her to get the one stone, right? I mean,
That is a different kind of love. Shut up. You have kids. Come on now. I can't
oh no,
believe
I ain't cool with it.
Ah,
I was just wondering. I don't know. You're the one.
I've
that
got
had to
kids,
make
and I
the
can see how it
change.
would happen, man. But there's a reason there's one bachelor on this stream and 2 married guys.
Well, no, you said
I'm
that they
not-
changed the formula.
Yeah, they did. They did between the comics and the movies, but I think the comics are still just as good.
now, are
you
you
know?
talking the Infinity Wars or Guardians of the Galaxy?
Well, either or, because now you brought in Infinity War, so now we got to bring that up. Which also means that now we got to bring up the Deadpool love triangle with Death and Thanos. Which also means that we have to bring
What?
up what could arguably be the greatest comic book in our modern time that Marvel has put out, which is Cosmic Ghost Rider. Because,
See, that's where we disagree. I can't stand Cosmic Ghost Rider.
and I am right.
Well, he did say you had terrible taste in comics.
Okay, do you even know who Cosmic Ghost Rider is, Jared?
Hell no.
Okay,
Oh, I got your back.
I mean, I know Ghost Rider.
okay, it's not that guy, right? It is Punisher, who dies, becomes Ghost Rider, and now he goes out and finds a baby Thanos, straps him to his chest, and is
With the
riding
power
through the
of Galactus, I remind you. So he's got Silver
What?
Surfer's power.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah. Oh,
What
yeah.
the fuck? That's a boom. Mind blown. Mind blown. What?
And he straps a baby Thanos to his chest, homie, and just rolls
Dude,
through Marvel
okay.
history.
Thanos,
Oh my god.
right?
That's
So
like,
Thanos doesn't grow up to be the Thanos that we all know.
oh, that's so freaking awesome. Thank
Right?
you, Cosmic Ghost Rider. Oh my god. You like are so bad, eh? We don't even worship thee. Worship thee. Dude,
I'm
that's
just
so
saying.
cool. Does he shoot guns still and stuff, or does he even need to?
I mean, yeah, he does.
Ooh.
And he still has
Do
the
they
Harley.
know?
He's still got.
He still rides the Harley.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, through space.
Wait.
Mhm.
Punisher wasn't really known for the Harley.
Yeah, but Ghost Rider was, so they just ripped that off.
So basically, Punisher jumped on Ghost Rider's bike, took off, grabbed Thanos off the street, slapped him onto his chest,
Mhm.
rides through the cosmos, shooting guns. Woo! And that's it. He rides off into the cosmic
And he
sunset.
gets the powers from the Herald of Galactus, and falls in love with Death.
So Death, is she like gorgeous or what?
Hell yeah!
Here's
so
the
awesome.
thing: every woman in comics is, for some reason, like extremely. We're talking scale 1 to 10. They start at 20.
Except for
the
Batgirl.
way they're designed. Was that?
That's right.
Come
I said
on,
it.
man.
I said it. I said
Batgirl
it.
is a definite.
I'm just messing around. Matt gets offended every time I attack anything Batman.
Anything DC, really.
How dare you speak down on the Dark Knight?
The Dark Knight is the holy grail of comics.
Define Holy Grail.
Oh,
Frank
Jesse's
Miller-
got a good point. Jesse Hansen in chat says she can show herself any way she wants, which is true, which also means that she shows you exactly what you would want the most. So,
Oh, is that how Death works?
Yes.
mhm.
So-
Or what
so
you
really
don't
she
want to
has
see.
no
She's
image.
done that as well.
She is the image of your dreams.
Yeah. So
Mhm.
she
I
falls in
think
love.
we're all
with
gonna fall in
Deadpool.
love with her.
She falls in love with
Mhm.
Deadpool. Deadpool or Thanos gets upset about this because he's all, yeah, she should love me. So basically makes
Wait a minute. So Death loves Deadpool?
Yes.
Hmm.
Ha! Of course. Ryan
Uh,
Reynolds. I mean, wouldn't you? Ugh. What a dream.
Oh boy. So yeah, Death or Thanos makes it so they can't essentially meet, and that's why essentially Deadpool is immortal. It's not because the mutant healing factor, it's because of this whole thing with Thanos. And
Whoa! Okay, wait a minute. So
I gotta say,
has
thank
anything
God-
I've seen even freaking true? I'm
Was it?
feeling a little lost here.
Right,
Oh,
and
yeah.
that's what this whole subject matter was Matt brought up how they will change the provided storyline and arc from the comic book over to the movie in order to make the movie work. That's one of those things.
Mhm.
And is that because they're restricted by a time constraint? They have to tell a story in 3 hours versus a
It's
comic
not
book that
just
can
that. I mean,
span.
okay, keep in mind Deadpool was Fox. Okay. Thanos, that whole thing, that was Marvel and Disney. So until recently, the Marvel and Disney couldn't use the rights to Deadpool, so they couldn't add that element. They had no rights.
Oh, so it's the franchise restriction. So basically, it's the publisher's fault.
Not
Well-
necessarily the publisher's fault. They had sold off so many of the characters so long ago just to stay in business.
Yeah. It's kind of a pain in the ass for us now to go and watch the movies
Oh.
that way, but because of that, we still have a Marvel. So, I'm okay
I
with it.
personally am okay with a lot of the changes that they make. Otherwise, when I go see a movie, I don't want it to be an exact replication of what we've had in the comics.
right.
I want some. I don't like if I
Why?
go see Avengers. Why? Because I
Yeah.
don't want to already know everything that's going to happen.
Okay, fair enough. All right.
Okay, so like the whole thing with the Marvel's Civil War, they changed it up quite a bit in Captain America's Civil War.
Oh,
So,
okay.
It worked.
And that made you happy.
Yeah, because I would have already known, like, okay, I've already seen this part. Already know exactly what's getting. Yep, I was right. I don't want it. I don't want that. I want to still be surprised.
Makes
So
sense.
what you're saying is it's okay for them to change the stories when they're changing mediums.
I think so. Yeah.
Okay. What about you, Frey?
See, I don't give a shit.
Nice
To be
said.
honest with you, not like
legit.
not like that it doesn't matter or whatever, but I think that
Macho
the way a writer and a director want to take control of a movie is no different than the way an artist and a writer want to take control of a different story arc in the comic books. I just see it as additional content. You know what I mean? I think it's cool when they take from the old comic books, but at the same time, like Matt was saying, I think it's really cool to have a new twist and have something new to look forward to. You know?
Now, I was at first disappointed with the whole Mandarin, the way it turned out. Mostly, it wasn't the fact that. Okay.
Well, wait a minute. Are we talking about the one in the Iron Man that was like a drunk and a drug addict and was like not even a very smart criminal?
Right.
He was just like a front.
Yeah. The reason I didn't like that was because Ben Kingsley is such a strong character actor that I think they could have continued that and had it actually like, holy crap. But
now, what makes you think that he wasn't kind of playing it so that he could come back in some other film and be like, because now he's tricked everybody to make them think that he's like this pathetic person, but really he's really the mastermind of a bunch of stuff that's going to happen way down the road in like the 5th episode of Iron Man thing.
Okay, first off, you need to breathe when you're talking.
I know, right? I about died.
If you watch the Marvel one-shots, the Mandarin actually came for Trevor at the end, Ben Kingsley's character, and was pretty upset, like, oh, you used my name, you're going to pay for it. And so then they captured him and essentially killed off everybody in the prison in order to basically catch him. So, thank you.
Oh, so that wasn't the man, and that was like delivered to you, dude. Great service, man. Holy crap. What did you tip?
Just the tip.
Oh, you went there. Oh my gosh. I am blushing. I'm blushing behind this beard. You guys can't see it, but I'm blushing.
So here's the problem with changing things up, though, is that sometimes it backfires. Real quick from the chat, Jess Hansen says, working on a piece right now for a client of Lady Death from Vertigo. Let's see. Or excuse me, Death from Vertigo, Lady Death, and Death from Marvel, all blowing kisses to the viewer. That could be pretty cool, Jesse.
Oh, wow, that's
really
cool.
I'd like to see that. And then he also goes on to say, it's all about entertaining the viewer, no matter how stories are interpreted, in my honest opinion. Very true. I'm going to throw this out there, though. X-Men Origins Deadpool. Yeah. Probably.
Okay, wait a minute. Is that the one with like all the stuff done to his mouth and his things coming out and stuff like that? And he was just like incredibly incredible, and they made fun of it in later episodes of Awesomeness.
Did you just say incredibly incredible?
I might have.
All right, Fry, we have to beat the hell out of this dude now.
Hey, man, there's no need. Hey, Mr. Incredible is one of my heroes, okay? He's incredible.
Oh. I don't even know what to say. Oh, Jesus. Okay.
You guys don't like Mr. Incredible?
Matt, I'm going to need you to breathe.
Incredible.
In the X-Men Origins Wolverine. I really did like that movie. I was getting into it, and then they brought in the new Deadpool, and that wasn't even Ryan Reynolds under the mask at that point.
Serious?
Yeah. So at that point, I was like, they completely let me down.
Well, I think that's why they had to reboot Deadpool, right? Was because they let everybody down.
Well, and because somebody, Ryan Reynolds, accidentally leaked a clip of their test footage, Ryan Reynolds, directly out to audiences across the internet. Again, Ryan Reynolds.
Such a bad A.
Dude, that's such a cool move.
That was the highway scene.
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah, I know. And but that Deadpool was awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Like it was awesome.
Got it right. Yes.
Yeah, it matched Deadpool to a T, and it was like, oh yes, and the mutated Deadpool was like somebody's like, I don't even know what happened there.
All right, I got one.
I think it was
Matt,
appropriate to tease.
Deadpool or Lobo?
Awesome.
What?
Deadpool or Lobo? Which one's better?
Oh, dang. Lobo's so awesome, though, man.
He is.
That guy's like so cool.
Deadpool's, he's got shit. See,
Yeah,
I still remember that whole DC versus Marvel fight where it was Wolverine versus Deadpool or versus Lobo.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember starting to read that and I was like, this is going to be the quickest fight ever.
Right.
And it was what, like 3 panels? And
yeah.
then, like he goes behind the bar and then like comes up and just grabs his cigar. And I was like, told you. I love Lobo, but come on.
Yeah, there's no argument there.
Yeah.
So let's see here. Okay.
That would be
next article of news here. I'm just jumping right over to this, and then I need to switch this here. Marvel acquires rights for Alien and Predator.
Oh.
And as part of the announcement, oh God, I love this. As part of the announcement, the one and only David Finch releases 2 images. One showing the Predator holding the Mark A helmet, and one showing Alien, the Xenomorph, if you're familiar with Alien characters, but the Alien inside of a very familiar looking cockpit that Jared should probably know. But he's actually inside of the cockpit from Guardians of the Galaxy.
Nice. That's going to be interesting.
Which lets you know that those characters are now officially canon.
Dude, I'm a big, Aliens was one of the best movies of all time, especially when that Marine is just going off.
Mm-hmm.
That was great. I never forgot that from my childhood.
I did have a problem with Predator 2, honestly.
Don't you ever say
the Predator movie, the first one, Arnold Schwarzenegger, and he's killing them all, and he's having a tough time of it. And then the sequel was Danny Glover.
And he was amazing. Danny kicked his ass, man. He was like,
awesome.
Let me pull out a can of whoop ass.
That was the point. I was like, wait a second. If Arnold
Didn't he beat him with like a 9mm or something like that?
Yeah, but I was just like the dude from Lethal Weapon. Like,
well,
at least it wasn't the racist dude from Lethal Weapon.
Well,
well, hey man, all I'm saying is Lethal Weapon.
Dude, I'm just saying.
The weapon!
Through the 80s and the early 90s, we're just lucky that everything didn't have racist overtones to it.
So, Big Trouble Little China? What are you talking about?
I love that movie, though.
I'm pretty
so
sure
good.
Everything probably had racist overtones over it. But still, Lethal Weapon! That's right there in the name, dude. It's in the name. It's like this dude's going to kick this Predator's butt. He's only an elite fighting machine in the universe. And he came to the Lethal Weapon! You can't beat
but they use the guy who's too old for this shit. That's my point.
Good point, dude. I didn't even think about that. He should have retired.
Yeah. All right. So
that's all it took for you to completely change your point of view on that, Jared? You were just arguing one side, and then Matt will say, yeah, but he was too old for this shit. Like, oh, God, you know what? You are so right.
Both sides of everything. I don't give a flunk. I'm a Libra.
I'm sending back my fan club membership immediately. Jesse Hansen inside the chat says, Lobo is the one character that defeated Superman while drunk. Just saying.
Yes.
He's not wrong.
Jesse,
not wrong, actually. And I forgot all about that.
When it Lobo, my all-time favorite series, I think it was an Elseworld story where he became a Green Lantern. And
What? Lobo became Green
Oh,
Lantern?
that is right.
That's awesome! Oh my gosh!
he
And
beats
didn't
the
it,
guy
yeah, that had
with
like a whole
very
section where
object. It was
what
epic.
what is that fighting game? There's a fighting video game. My kid was just
Justice?
amped up about it. Yes. Injustice. Like there's some leaked content that they were gonna feature Lobo, but it's the Green Lantern Lobo in that game.
Oh, that's so cool.
But there's where I gotta find this image. There's an image where where he kicks another character through outer space. Where in the hell is that? I gotta find that. That was like one of the funniest Green Lantern panels I've ever seen.
Oh yeah.
Here we go. Here we go.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. That's hilarious.
Yes.
You
Good.
bringing it up?
Ooh.
Lobo's a badass. I dig it.
Lobo is
You gonna
awesome.
bring it up?
Oh, jeez. Of course I didn't bring it
Now
up.
Lobo
Moron
has the
like
chains around him. Did he use chains like
Yes.
but didn't he also have a shotgun or something like that?
that. Lobo used everything. That was what was
Yeah.
cool about Lobo's. Is Lobo gave zero shits. There's like Lobo is so full of continuity errors from all the way back, man. And
He's just one of those characters that's so funny. It's like, you know what? You can forgive everything because
yeah,
he hit somebody with a giant dick, dude. Like, honestly. Yeah.
Oh my
as a
gosh.
Green Lantern.
it happened.
It did. Totally
Oh
did.
my gosh.
So
Let's
cleaning
not
it
go
up just a
there.
little bit, but not by much, because you know us. So DC Comics asked readers
I
what they
didn't
thought
know
of the
this.
Supergirl finale,
I know what goes on this couch now.
and
Yeah.
that's the other couch on the internet. That's not this one.
Oh, my bad. Sorry, guys. Sorry
Dirty.
about that.
So
Okay.
I just wanted to bring this up because some of these quotes are hilarious, and these are DC fans talking about the Supergirl finale. So Jonathan Dye.
CW show. Okay.
So I am completely amazed how you have a relatively popular CW show and you can't capitalize on it enough to have an ongoing series.
Ouch.
Steve Henderson.
Well,
I don't know,
wasn't it-
since it was published to the stands at my local comic book, or since it wasn't published at the stands at my local comic book shop. Keep that in mind, Warner Brothers. Yeah. Andrea Jeremiah. I don't know. I would have liked to have actually had the book in hand and put it on my pull list. Anybody else noticing a theme going on here?
Oh yeah.
So yeah. DC decides to release a major book like the finale of Supergirl and legit made it difficult as hell for anybody to find it.
Mm-hmm.
They made it difficult for anybody to find
Yes.
it.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
So
Like
DC
limited edition, limited print
No.
number or something.
No,
No,
because
we
your
talked
local
about
comic
it.
book shop is closed for COVID.
Yeah.
So is it
And
going to be a collector's item like the Death of Superman was thought to be?
probably not, because it wasn't that very good of a book from what I've read. I haven't seen all of it yet, so I can't really quantify all of that, but from my personal appearance, or from what I've seen. And then the other thing is that DC decided to pull away from Diamond. They decided to pull away from Comixology. They decided to try to do their own thing, and now they are seeing why that's not always the best idea, and it's not always the best for the industry, especially with something that big. Is now all of a sudden, literally, DC went out and asked their fans, or like this one's great, Thomas Gwynn.
Well,
I didn't know. I haven't read Supergirl 41 or 42 since they're digital only. I hate this new style of digital comics. Now the problem with this is that DC's using an app that is famously terrible.
Oh, is that the Universal app that they like
Yep.
Yes.
did like millions and millions of dollars on, and it like sucked balls?
Yep.
Yes.
That's it.
Now, I
Yeah,
will
heard
say
about
this.
that.
So I canceled my subscription to the DC app. I was like, I cannot actually spend money on this. This is
What was it that killed it for you?
just the layout. There was a whole lot of issues. I mean, a whole lot of issues. Like you couldn't if you were halfway in the middle of reading a comic, you couldn't switch to another comic. Because there were times it's continuing off of this, but I'm already in the middle of this.
Mm-hmm.
So I got it when it first came out. Before that, actually, I pre-ordered it.
Oh,
and
okay.
I was like, I cannot justify spending money on this. So I canceled my subscription.
Right.
And it works on my tablet. So I'm like, okay.
What? That's awesome, dude.
I tried logging
I
in.
like them apples, DC.
Yeah, I tried logging in on a different tablet, and it was like, your subscription is over. Like, pay more money. And I was like, oh, no. So I go back to the first tablet, and I'm like, oh, it still works.
Oh, my gosh. Are you kidding? That's so awesome. I should have bought it way back in the day and then canceled.
Oh, yeah.
That was a smart move,
That's cool.
Matt. Smart
That's
move.
very cool.
Yeah, I'm a little jelly.
But yeah, the
So
reason I brought that up is a lot of the creators that are in the system, they always mention, why, some people like digital better than print. Some people still prefer print over digital. Some people are like the great Stan Lee, who quoted, and I'll probably misquote this a little bit, but, that comics are like boobs, and I'd rather feel them in my hand, but fake ones are just as good.
Yeah, I would agree with Stan Lee, man.
Yeah,
totally.
But yeah, that's why it's important for creators, I think, to spread themselves out and offer in multiple places. You don't want to be following DC in those footsteps, because Warner Brothers is essentially going by paint by numbers on how to make your comic book company just terrible for your fans. I mean, and they might not fail. I mean, they've got AT&T's money now.
They're too big to fail.
Yeah, the thing is that
I have some predictions about the whole AT&T owning Warner Brothers. I have some predictions.
Okay, let's hear them. Come on, bring it.
I've been specifically told, don't do it.
Oh, what? Don't share your opinion, or what? Or your
No,
prediction?
don't share this particular opinion.
Prediction.
I'll tell you what I think, and you just nod
Okay.
yes or no if you agree or disagree.
Okay.
And you're not saying anything. Okay, man?
Okay.
I
do.
think that the mouse is going to end up buying out DC. And how I think that's
Diamond,
going to happen.
Dude. They're going to buy Diamond.
I would love to see that.
I would like to see that.
I would love to see that.
The mouse is going to buy Diamond, and then DC is going to be put in a position that they're going to have to get back on Diamond. Because one thing, and I may be wrong about this, but it seems like DC kind of goes one way, and then all shit falls apart, and then they're like, oh, my bad, and then they go back to where they were. You know what I mean?
That's
like,
happened
they
a few
don't hold
times.
to a firm direction. They don't make a decision and stick to it. They're like, wherever the tide takes us.
I think that the mouse is going to... Well, I think that Warner Brothers is going to continue to devalue DC's characters to the point that Marvel can throw their weight around a little bit, just like we see, Fox doing with like the Spider-Man IP. I think that's going to put Marvel in that situation.
Yeah, but I thought Fox and Marvel finally like came together on that with
they basically just bought out Fox.
They did, but Fox
did
is
they buy Fox?
Dramatically larger than the mouse.
Okay.
So,
now,
or excuse me, the mouse is dramatically larger than Fox. Sorry.
What
I think that's what's going to happen.
I think is going to happen is that Warner Brothers.
Is this what you're not supposed to tell us?
Yes.
Oh my gosh! Here we go.
Okay,
I
think that Warner Brothers will end up discontinuing their publishing line of DC, and I think they're going to lease out their characters to companies such as like IDW. Where they'll allow them to take the risks. If they put out a good comic, it'll be kind of a DC line at IDW. That's.
Yeah, I have a question.
Yeah,
Comic Bros. So, like, I know that the character development of the Marvel characters was done exceptionally well. Like, it was really done well.
Yes.
Yeah, through the movies. And then the DC. They spent so much time on Batman and all the different Batmans that they didn't really
They're bringing them back, so it's okay.
Yeah, they're going to reboot them all. But they didn't focus on the character creation. Instead, they went for a big freaking like shock and awe campaign, which kind of fell a little flat because they didn't build the characters. So wouldn't it make sense that DC would learn from that, or Warner Brothers, sorry, would learn from that fiasco and actually start to build. Because I had heard through the grapevine, which was Matt probably, that DC was actually looking at coming out with a better character built and character like building movies next.
After the flop that was Justice League, yes, they started to go back and rebuild characters. So we had the Aquaman movie, we had the Wonder Woman movie. Both did phenomenally well at the box office and were critically loved. So they did start to kind of course correct, but then at the same time, you had Shazam that made.
I like Shazam.
Oh, I loved Shazam. But they had little kind of like tidbits pointing to the fact that they were in the same universe, but they didn't flat out like, here's Batman the entire time.
Right.
Okay.
So
Okay.
Superman at the very end. So it was good that they were actually starting to go back and redo everything. Kind of give it more of just a better direction.
So with those movies doing so well, wouldn't it be like, I mean, just going off of your prediction, it seems like that wouldn't be in their directive because they've been able to course correct, if you will.
Right.
Well, we don't know exactly what's going to happen because, I mean, we now have Robert Pattinson's Batman. We have Michael Keaton coming back as Batman. There were
Batmans now at one time.
There is only one Batman, and then there is one the Batman, and then now there's the new guy.
Yeah.
Wait.
And there's also talks with the Snyderverse coming out on HBO Max that there's talks.
That isn't talks. That's official. That's not a rumor. That's official now.
No, not that it's coming out, but there are rumors that Ben Affleck might reprise his role.
See,
this is official.
I didn't like Affleck as Batman.
Yeah. Ben Affleck's agent himself said, yes, it is real.
Okay.
Here, I'll pull that up. I thought you already knew about it. I assumed everybody knew about it. So, yeah.
Everything I read was just, I had to take such a grain of salt that I was like, I don't know.
Who was your favorite Batman?
Are you asking me or him? Are you talking about movies or television?
Yeah,
or
movies. I'd put them all together, television and movies. I mean, because my favorite was
on television. It's got to be why am I drawing a blank? The animated series Batman. Crap, what was his name?
I don't remember the guy's name. The voice actor we were talking about. Yeah. He was on Crisis on Infinite Earth lately too.
Oh, I know, as Batman, as kind of the Kingdom Come Batman, and I was like, oh yeah.
I didn't like how they did that though. I didn't like his suit. I don't know if we're talking about
Kevin Conroy.
Kevin Conroy.
No,
that's right.
Kevin Conroy. Yes.
Oh yeah! I just freaking got both you suckers.
Good
job.
Google
I'm so bad, eh? I'm so bad, eh? You can just worship me now. Oh.
So, as reported here on Cosmic Book News, Zack Snyder on his official Twitter posted this image up. If you guys want to look at the stream, you'll see. It says, excited that Batman vs. Superman Dawn of Justice Ultimate Edition now streaming exclusively on HBO Max. He then went on through everything in the comments saying that, yes, Ben Affleck is going to be returning as the Bat, and everyone believes it's going to be Nightmare Batman.
See, I am excited.
Oh, is Nightmare Batman that one with the spikes that freaking what's his name did?
That's you're thinking of Laugh Slashed, I believe.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
This is different. Nightmare Batman is kind of just the internet's way of referring to a portion of that movie where Ben Affleck goes ham, shoots at everybody.
Wearing the duster instead of the cape, and he's fighting in the daytime. And he's actually fighting the minions, and then one of the parademons like hits him in the back of the head, and then Superman has them all chained up and like breaks his chest or whatever that was.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow,
that's the Nightmare Batman, and I absolutely love Ben Affleck as Batman. The fighting style, I hated the fact that he was just killing everybody and like, meh, you could die, meh. But.
I don't know. I loved it. I loved it. I thought Ben Affleck was the best Bruce Wayne that we've had aside from Keaton.
Really?
Best Bruce Wayne, hands down, yes.
From
it's
aside
kind of
from who?
Him and Christian Bale. Although we
like
haven't
Christian
seen
Bale.
all sides of Batman really portrayed on the big screen yet. We haven't had the detective Batman yet.
Right, and I believe that's what the Patterson Batman's supposed to be, right?
Yes, so I'm really kind of hoping, although I do got to say, Jeffrey Dean Morgan is Batman. You know, I want it.
That could be cool. That could be cool.
To get started,
you know who I want as Batman?
Stop yelling at me,
Jim
Alexa.
Carrey, dude. He would make an awesome Batman. Come on now. Come on.
Who?
Now.
You think
Jim
Jim
Carrey,
Carrey?
Batman.
You said Jim Carrey?
But I will
Yeah.
say he was, as the Riddler, I think he was still one of the very best Batman enemies.
Yeah, I'd liked him as the Riddler.
Maybe. About, I don't know, 10 minutes into the movie, I was like, I'm already sick of it.
I don't know. Same movie had bad nipples.
I like that character.
I think he was the most believable thing there.
I like Two-Face too. Well, what's his name?
Tommy Lee Jones is Two-Face?
Wait,
no.
Tommy Lee. Yeah.
No, Aaron Eckhart got it right. It was originally supposed to be Billy D. Williams, you know. Long live Lando. What is this crap about Tommy Lee Jones? Even
Damn
he
it.
was like,
the best
How did we accidentally get the black guy upset about Lando? Damn it.
Oh, yeah.
I thought you were gonna do the mall or the
Mallrats thing.
Are we going right into Star Wars or something? Lando Calrissian?
Yep.
Oh yeah.
It's a long-running joke in the comic book industry that anytime a black man is talking about heroes, someone will always bring up Lando Calrissian, and that's why I said, "Oh, great! Now we got the black guys even bringing up Lando."
I didn't know that Lando Calrissian was a hero. I thought he was a villain.
He's kind of both, I guess. But everybody is in Star Wars.
The last movie, he was a good guy at the
He's
end.
a total villain.
He was a good guy at the end.
He sold out Han Solo, man.
But in the last movie, he was a good guy. And don't
kinda.
Lando. He was awesome.
Would you say
Wasn't
he was
in love with
childish?
a robot?
Like a Gambino?
I mean, come on, man.
All right.
I'm thinking he's kind of a villain.
Kind of.
I mean, but who isn't? It just depends on if you're right wing or left wing when you watch
Who
Star Wars.
isn't? Who isn't? I'll tell you.
Please, let's not go there. Oh,
Superman.
Lord.
Superman is not a villain. Oh, wait, damn, he does become a villain. Never mind. Scratch
Oh
that
yeah,
one.
hell yeah, he does.
Deadpool. No.
Speaking of which, you know what? Since we're talking about movies tonight, I'm just gonna say it. Brightburn is one of the best comic-based movies that had been made. Period. And they should make the full series of the Justice League under the Brightburn ideas.
I would love that.
Amazing.
That would be the most epic series. I would front row every day.
And Jared, if you have not seen that yet, you should watch it with the missus
haven't.
without the kids. Do not let your children watch that one.
Oh, okay.
Now,
Okay.
the rest of the internet, you guys let your kids watch where the hell you guys want to watch it. I just know Jared well enough to know that he wouldn't want his kids watching Brightburn.
Oh, yeah. Oh, we should have
Really?
told him, oh, no, it's a family movie. You should let
Is it a vampire or something? He looks crazy with them red eyes.
No, it's Superman.
It's Superman.
Superman was
If he was a bad guy.
a real kid,
Oh,
basically.
serious?
So
Oh, it's-
imagine if one of your kids tomorrow could realize that they could throw a lawnmower and stop the blade with their hand without
Dude,
getting
I
hurt.
tell him go rob the freaking the that one place, Fort Knox. Yeah, boom.
No, you would
Because
tell
when the
them,
economy goes down, we got all the gold in
they're
the
gonna
world.
kill you, dude. They would straight up kill
Dude,
you.
I got freaking Brightburn as my freaking protector. I don't think it's gonna matter.
You should watch the show before you assume that.
Yeah.
Oh, he's not as bad as Superman.
No,
Oh, he
no,
is, but he's bad.
yeah.
Well, of course. I mean, aren't
He tur-
all badasses bad?
One of my favorite parts of that movie is when the police officer is coming through the hallway, and sorry, this isn't anything against police officers or anything like that, but as soon as that police officer's coming through the hallway, and all of a sudden you just see the mist, just
Yeah.
like there's no body parts left, there's no nothing. The kid's just like, nope,
Great.
yeah, it just runs right through him.
One of the opening scenes of The Boys. Remember when he's holding his girlfriend And the Flash dude, I can't remember what his name is, like runs through and
Yep.
he's like,
And he's
"Hell,
just still holding the
your hand."
hands.
And there's like mist flying everywhere.
What do we think of that? What do we think of that? The Boys season 2.
Oh,
Now-
I can't wait.
You guys have seen that was coming out, right? I'm assuming.
Yeah, they switched out that new character to where she joins the Seven, but originally she was a Nazi from and a man in the comics.
Mhm.
So I'm okay with what they did with her.
One sec
know,
here.
once-
How long is the teaser trailer for this? 2 minutes and 27 seconds. Should we throw it up on stream
Yeah, let's throw it up.
so that everybody can watch it? Okay. One moment here, and ooh, that audio came in quick as hell, didn't it? Okay, give me just a moment, and we'll switch it over. So, chat, anybody that's watching, we are going to just play the Boys Season 2 premiere trailer.
Hi. You know who we are. But let's meet another hero. This is Lance Corporal Dan Miller.
Dan and the other
Oh, I
brave
love that
Marines of
music.
2nd Battalion are helping keep you
Have
safe
you
from the
watched this
supervillains.
show, Jared?
We're proud to fly alongside them. And now we could use your support.
That's right, Maeve. With our new campaign, Saving America.
Here I go, you guys. Wish me luck. Oh, FYI, not a real base. As if Homelander and Maeve are gonna eat MREs and piss in a ditch with the rest of the crew.
Yeah, hi, we're filming right now. Excuse me.
Also, you might recognize Army Boy as hotel clerk number 2
Hello?
from
Excuse-
The Devil's
okay.
Breath, episode of Criminal Minds Beyond Borders.
Well, hello.
Oh my God. Hi, my Nana's your biggest fan. I'm Stormfront.
Great.
Right, yeah, from Seattle.
Such a good song.
Right? Portland, actually.
Oh,
Your,
damn. That was brutal.
Highness.
Oh,
The hell was
dude,
Holy
that is
shit.
brutal.
Your
That
eyes
is
are really
nothing. Keep
fucking blue
watching.
up close.
You are fun. It's been a hoot, but we got work to do. So
You have
let's
got
get back
to
to
watch this. It's one
Oh,
of the
totally.
most violent,
They just wanted me to meet you.
crazy shows you'll ever watch.
Oh, the boys on 82.
Yeah.
I'm the new girl. Wait.
All I can
What are
say
you
about this
talking
show is damn,
Oh.
like every episode.
Hi. I'm in the 7. Replacing Translucent.
I love how
God
me
bless
and
his
you,
soul.
Fry, are watching this and Jared's just
Ink's barely
dancing.
dry,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
reporting for duty. Fuck
Oh.
yeah.
No, I don't think that this
Just rip
is
that
not
guy's
true.
head
I don't
in
know
half.
anything about this.
Wow. Well, Stormfront. Who delivered the good news?
Oh, Mr. Edgar, the big guy?
Wonderful. Great. All right. Great.
Well, I think this is going great.
Oh, just the level of disgust. I love it.
Yeah, I think it's going to be awesome. Seriously. So,
So
Jared,
who
you've
is
never
that?
seen The Boys. You
He
need to
is
watch it
basically the Superman
Oh,
type.
shit.
If Superman was a corporate evil asshole. The 7, basically, the Justice League are actually run by a corporation.
Also, not an
I'm
appropriate
pretty-
show to watch with the children.
Oh no.
So wait, so is that Deathstroke then that gets blown up by the dude that its power is to blow up people?
Sure, Jared.
Deathstroke is-
Kid?
we're just gonna go. Okay, no.
Absolutely. That stroke gets blown up by everybody.
Wait a minute.
Okay.
No,
Spoiler alert.
Okay, wait a minute. So the dude in the black suit, is that Deathstroke?
No. He's basically kind of your Batman meets Snake Eyes meets just. He was in the comics. He killed a lot of kids and like tortured the kids and stuff like that. And so that's why when
He was a
I
good
seen
guy.
him in the trailer, kind of messing with that kid, I was like, oh, that kid's dead. So no, it's not exactly what you think. He's actually one of the 7, Jared.
Okay.
Once again, 7 are like the Justice League. There was the kind of Invisible Man type dude.
Okay.
He
Like
could
a
turn his
Watchmen
skin
or something.
invisible, and his skin was impenetrable. This is all in season 1. The problem is he had to be naked in order to be completely invisible, because it was his skin that was invulnerable and invisible. They had some great scenes with that. And then I gotta say, the final scene when he meets his maker was brutal.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes,
it was.
absolutely.
You gotta watch that show, Jared. You gotta just watch that show and just be in awe. And Carl Urban's in it, who's an awesome character, great actor. Yeah, you gotta watch it.
I'll check it out. It looks pretty intense.
Read the comic too.
Okay. The Boys.
It's kind of the same vein as the comic version of Wanted, which I'm guessing you probably have. You seen the movie of that one?
Yeah, I saw the movie.
Okay,
That's the
the
one where
comic was absolutely nothing
the
like
bullets and all that. Cool
Wolverine
shit.
is.
Yeah.
in the comics. They were super powered people.
They were kind of super powered in the movie too, you know.
No, they actually had like superpowers. They could fly, stuff like that.
Oh no shit.
Oh yeah.
Oh wow. Damn.
It was a very, very, very brutal comic.
So they totally freaking changed the formula to go to movie on that one. That's unfortunate. I mean, it was still good. Angelina Jolie, you know. Who's gonna argue with that?
Well, she's in the new
Nude? She's in the nude?
Well, she is.
She is in a few shows. You ever seen The Hacker? Or
Right.
Hackers?
No, she's in the new Marvel movie. The why am I drawing a blank again?
Dude, you really got to work on your memory, bro. Have you thought of memory enhancer Alpha Omega?
Oh, good
Every time
Lord.
you try to
Go to alphaomega.com and get your supplements
I'm
today.
like, Jared, no.
All right, you know what? We got Jared on here. I'm switching the subject. We got the new Wolverine look. What do we think about this?
Okay. This was absolutely ridiculous when I actually read this article.
Shoot me the article on Skype because I can't see the freaking feed.
I can't find it anymore. I got a notification on my phone. It's like Wolverine's new look. And I look at it, and Wolverine is wearing Magneto's helmet for an upcoming issue.
That's true.
Like all the Marvel superheroes, including Iron Man, which I'm like, it's a little redundant, are wearing Magneto's helmet. And I'm like, that's not a
Well,
new...
his helmet did look pretty damn cool.
But
Yeah,
now his
but-
helmet looks like a Magneto helmet.
What?
But
Iron
so does
Man's
everybody
helmet?
else's. So it's really not that big of a deal.
Yeah, Wolverine. So I absolutely hate
Wolverine
these...
doesn't wear a helmet.
Exactly.
He does now.
I hate these
He
fluff
does?
articles that are just absolutely stupid, like Wolverine's new look. It's one issue where he puts on Magneto's helmet in order to protect himself from mind control.
Oh, that would be called a misleading title.
Yes.
Or
yes.
clickbait, as we call it in the
Or
industry.
fake news.
So I'm going on to like CBR.
Okay, now wait a minute. I have a question. I'm sorry. Just 1 second. So what is the so the old X-Men outfit, yellow and black, and he had kind of that head piece that came over. Was that not a helmet?
It kind of it was more just a mask.
Like a mask, yeah.
Okay.
Everything was spandex back then, and that's why they made the joke in the first X-Men movie.
Right.
Okay. So, yeah, I'm going on to like CBR, and everything is just absolute crap lately. I hate this. Everything is so clickbaity that there's almost no real news anymore within comic book. It's all like, Gotham Knights confirms Dark Knight is the best. That's an actual article title.
Yeah.
Gotham Knight confirms that Dark Knight is the best.
Yeah.
Well, that's messed up.
Yeah.
What a jerk, that Gotham Knight.
I think a lot of it right now, though, is I think we have to cut him a little bit of slack just because the COVID thing's got everybody locked down so tight that What are they supposed to write
They're
about?
looking for something. Either
But there's
that or it could be that they like, you know, get those programs or hire those people that like come up with catchy little titles to clickbaitiness,
Mm-hmm.
you know? So they're like, oh, this will get somebody to click and I'm sorry, man, but that's kind of lame when you go fishing like that and you send somebody
Right.
down a rabbit
Yeah, because
hole.
then,
It's
then a
nothing.
bunch of people share stuff out across social media, like pandemic videos, you know,
yeah.
without doing any
Uh-huh.
research, and
I
then
know.
all their
Guilty.
friends are like,
Never
"Did you pay
researched.
attention, or did you just share this?" And
Share, man. I'm just like, hey, what's that button? Share. Oh, oh.
So there was a news article recently that I wanted to get your guys' opinion on. DC, of course, did another revamp recently.
Yeah.
But they kept the Alan Scott New 52 where he was gay.
Mm-hmm.
What did you guys think about that?
I don't care. I mean, I'll be honest with you.
Yeah. What's the problem with Alan being gay?
Well,
Okay, you know who
it's a
Alan
change
Scott
of an old storyline, and that could
How
change
much
a
of a
lot of
change?
things in
Like,
the
does
future.
that change his like powers? Does it change the
In my
direction of the
opinion,
book?
it does change everything about his old stories. One of his biggest villains was the old Harley Quinn, which
Mhm.
happened to be his wife, who had a mental illness, and he had kids with her.
Mhm.
Two kids with her, right?
Yep. I think didn't
So-
Chad work on that book? I think Chad worked on that book too.
Oh, he did?
Really?
I think Chad
Oh,
Harden
nice.
worked on that book. I could be
Oh,
wrong.
wow.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure it wasn't. You shut up, Alexa. You stop it, or I swear I will cut the power to you.
Dude,
I'm not
man,
messing
don't talk
around.
to your lover like that,
I
bro.
will kill
Do
you,
not
Alexa.
talk to your lover like that, man. She is not going to respond well. You know, you
Lover's
that
quarrel.
Alexa.
My opinion was if you wanted to create, this is just my opinion, if you wanted to
thank
make
God.
a character, gay in any way, shape, or form, create a new character. At around the same time, you had a great Green Lantern who was, just being introduced at the same time. It was, what was the guy's name? He was Muslim.
I don't know. I don't read DC.
Simon Biaz or something.
Did you say that out loud?
I don't, guys. I don't.
told-
I try to keep up with it here and there, like key books, but dude, DC will come out with 73 new arcs like every week. I gave up on trying to keep up with that shit.
What an impressive writing squad.
Yeah.
Okay, so they had Simon Biaz come out.
Mhm.
I think I'm saying his name wrong. If you guys know, comment and let us know. Who was a great character. But being a new character, they could have made him gay, and that way it would have been like, oh, okay, so you could do all those story arcs without changing this other character. Now I'm not against changing the characters because they do have to, resonate with.
Was he married to Harley Quinn still?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And that was a huge thing about his personality. So by taking that, that whole section of his life, you're getting rid of two of the greatest characters from the JSA kind of revamp series. You had Jade and what was that guy's name?
Obsidian?
Obsidian, yeah. So
I cheated. Jesse Hansen put that in chat. Like
I was about
30
like,
seconds ago.
wait a minute. I thought you didn't read DC, Frey. You lied.
I don't. See, here's what I am gonna say. And real quick, Jesse Hansen in chat chimed in. Appreciate that, Jesse. He says, "I'm against the idea of changing old characters to please the masses. If they, chat's bouncing. Sorry. If they wanted to really capitalize and pander, they could be smarter about it. They should have old characters introduce the new characters." And then he goes on to say, now in the gay change, remember, Rock Hudson was gay for many, many years, and no one knew. There are married men living in secret. I'm old, he says. So yeah, and that's what I liked about that storyline is that they took the Rock Hudson character and they made it more believable, I think, by saying, like they didn't change everything about him. You know what I mean? And I thought that was great. But I will say this, Batman or Batwoman, I think was better as a gay character. 100%.
Yeah.
110%. I think dramatically. I think Hulkling was better.
Well, here's what I liked about it. It wasn't
about what? Batwoman or Hulkling?
Both. It wasn't that wasn't their entire personality. Everything wasn't centered around that. It was centered around the fact that they were characters living in that world. They had their own struggles. They had their own desires. It wasn't 100% about, oh, they're gay. And it wasn't marketed that way either.
But I don't think it is now.
They were marketed as real people, kind of. But the Alan Scott was marketed as, no, he's gay now. Oh, he's gay now.
Right. Well, Wolverine has also been marketed as the first Canadian comic book superhero. He's also been marketed as being gay. He's also been marketed as pansexual, bisexual, and
really?
Yeah, I think that's all that comes to mind off the top of my head. But yeah, he's been all of those things. I mean, marketing is marketing. They're going to throw that out there.
That wasn't like I said, I'm not familiar with those arcs, but it wasn't the cornerstone of his personality. The cornerstone of his personality is I can't remember who I was.
Right. Right. And I think that, I mean, by changing somebody's storyline to change their sexual preference in order to adapt to that new story arc is no different than changing the damn Batmobile. You know what I mean? I think that being in 2020, we can all just kind of agree that different people have different choices and that's their deal. And why shouldn't characters be
some of them Batmobiles kind of sucked. Sorry, but some of them suck.
That's true. And now some of the male characters suck. Boom. It happened. But let's see. So, all right, here we go. Name your top character that would fall under the LGBTQIT.
Well, you already mentioned Batwoman, North Star. And then there was that Archie character that they had the first, real gay wedding on there. And I loved the backlash that's and everybody's response to it. It was like, oh, Archie, it became controversial. I was like, holy crap, really?
That did happen. Yeah.
And I love the fact that they were willing to go to take that step because there is a believable character that fit into the Archie world. I believe he was a veteran as well. And so they had, this whole personality surrounding him. And it was great. It was a great issue. And then they married him. And people lost their minds. And
people lost their shit.
Yeah.
So, what do you think, Jared? Do you know what, Vinny? If not, that's cool.
I'm trying to think if I do know of any. The 10th Muse.
Good one. Good one. Actually, very good one. Ooh, shit. That might make me have to change my answer. That's a really good one. See, I would say that it's a two-way tie, depending on correspondence. I'd say in the DC world, it's Poison Ivy. Just because that is one of, I think, the most true to real life characters that DC's had going in a very long time. I mean, maybe not the talks to plants thing, but as far as Poison Ivy's not just a bad guy, but also a good guy at times, and fluid in gender and fluid in sexuality, and all those things, and it's
doesn't Poison Ivy have a thing for Batgirl or something like that?
Harley
and
Quinn.
Harley.
Or Harley. Oh, it was Harley Quinn.
Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman. Yep, that's a good one. I would say in Marvel though, I would say Mystique is probably the best one I've seen written. I think But
The
see,
Wonder
here's what I
Woman-
like about it, guys, is I've got a kid that's gay, and I love the fact that, you know, my kid can pick up a comic book and enjoy it and see something that they like. And to me, that's all that matters. You know what I mean? Like, some of the coolest comic book characters I've ever seen had things about them that made them different. You know what I mean? Barbara Gordon couldn't use her legs. You know what I'm saying? And that was a big
When she
deal
was
at the
Oracle,
time.
I loved her storyline when she was Oracle. I
Yeah.
hated 52 how they kind of reversed that, but then they were like, you know, so confusing.
Yeah, and I think the more widespread that comics get, I think the more of these backstories are going to get adjusted and changed to fit things. I mean, and I don't really see it as a problem because, you know, every time, let's see, Jess Hansen says character traits mean a lot. Yeah, exactly, Jesse. I think that anytime
Well,
a new
like
director
Daredevil,
takes over a
he
movie,
was
or
known for what I was saying was Daredevil is known for what he couldn't do. He couldn't see. And
Right.
that was amazing. That set him apart from everybody else who is, hey, this is what I can do. And he's like, oh, this is what I can't do.
but let's be realistic. Without Daredevil, there would be no Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
True.
So
Yeah, the hand, the foot, all that kind of stuff. Yeah.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, let's be realistic. Shout out to Hell's Kitchen and Make Believe Land. Thank you.
Yep. Actually, Daredevil is one of the characters that really got me hooked on comics. My cousin was a Daredevil fanatic. He loved Daredevil. So I was checking out like Daredevil just so I could talk with my cousin because he was a little older than I was at the time. I was a little kid, and it was like, this dude is so cool, you know.
Mm-hmm.
At the time, I was reading like, you know, I was hooked on Super Friends type books. So,
I mean, I still do.
Daredevil kind of, you know, brought me out of that. I was like, wow, this is like, they're talking about big stuff in here.
Right.
And that was when Miller first joined, you know, Daredevil. I was like, holy crap. And then they killed off Light. I was like, what?
Charlie Cox or Ben Affleck as Daredevil?
Charlie Cox, hands down.
Yep, same here.
Now, Charlie Cox is the series, right?
Yes.
Ben Affleck was
on
the
Netflix.
movie.
Mm-hmm.
I would love to see Charlie Cox play Daredevil in the movies.
I really like Charlie Cox as Daredevil. Yeah. I thought he really fit that part really well, actually.
Or what's his name? John Berthman for Punisher? What's his name, Matt? John
Bernthal.
Bernthal. That's right. He was badass as Punisher.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Wait,
Thomas Jane did a phenomenal job, but Bernthal, I was like, oh, damn.
Jesse in chat says neither one personally, but between the two, Charlie Cox.
Okay. Now, you did have Dolph Lundgren start
What's
out.
up, Daryl? How you doing, man?
Dolph
Lundgren was... Oh, man. Dude, you know what? I know everybody's going to mock me for this, but kiss my ass. Dolph Lundgren is an American hero. All right? You know what?
Hell yeah.
Even though he's not American, he is now.
Dude, broke Stallone's back.
He-Man.
He's so badass.
He-Man. Dude, just He-Man.
Oh, He-Man was such a horrible movie.
You're a horrible movie.
Hey, for its time, it was incredible. I mean, Dolph Lundgren running around in that skimpy little outfit.
You just like watching any guy in that skimpy little outfit, though.
Dude, don't tell my secrets, bro. Don't tell my secrets.
The only time they even had the Punisher skull was on the butt of the knife. I was like, really? Come on now.
Okay, that was kind of lame. They should have had the staff. They should have had a lot better Skeletor. But they didn't have CGI and all the cool stuff. Wasn't there supposed to be a He-Man movie coming out sometime soon?
So Kevin Smith is actually working on a new He-Man project for Netflix.
Oh, really?
That is going to be epic. We have the animators from the Castlevania series.
Oh, cool.
You have Kevin Smith writing it, and Kevin Smith is one of my all-time favorite writers. I met him a while ago when I was in the Army. I took a trip up to New Jersey and met him, and I was like, this dude is so cool.
Shout out to VSQ.
Seems pretty cool.
Yep.
Nice. Buddy Christ? Is that Buddy Christ?
That's Buddy Christ. I'll keep it right here on the desk.
Just to let you guys know, he is currently also working on a Mallrats 2.
Oh, I love Mallrats, man. That was my introduction to freaking Jay and Silent Bob.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, a lot of
Yeah.
people, man. A lot of people it was. A lot of people didn't see Clerks.
Yeah.
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 See,
I
I
didn't
watched
see
the
Clerks
original
first.
Clerks
I saw
and-
Mallrats first, and then I saw Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, and then I saw Clerks because I kept hearing about Clerks as the original, and I'm like, oh shit, I gotta go. And they were all fantastic. I mean, those guys are so freaking awesome. He actually, and one of my all-time favorites is Dogma. I mean, I freaking love that show. He freaking went and protested his own show, and he was on the freaking news protesting his own show, dude. It was classic. I was like, oh my God, this guy is freaking awesome.
Yeah, he gave a false name, and I'm just sitting there watching.
Jesse Hansen says, as an inker, I hate part of that movie. No more comment, LOL. Jesse Hansen says, as an inker, I hate part of that movie. I think you mean Tracer, Jesse.
You're just a tracer.
Hey,
Just kidding, Jesse. Just kidding. Jesse also says the stash has a copy of our Cornerstone Showcase in it. That's nice, man. Stash is a cool spot. I've only been there one time, but and I was really surprised at how small it was. But I mean, totally right.
So was I.
Totally right.
Like I said, it was me and my buddy, and like 5 other guys in the Army. We all had a 3-day weekend, and he was like, dude, I live in Jersey. You guys want to go? And, I was in Virginia at the time, and I was like, sure, I got nothing else to do. It's a 3-day weekend. So we climbed in this truck and drove up to Jersey. And I was like, hey, where's Red Bank? Oh, it's this way. Okay, drop me off there.
Yeah.
So I went to the stash, and I got to meet Kevin Smith. I got to meet Jason Mewes, and not gonna say how that ended up, but me and Jason Mewes are probably not good friends.
Matt, why are you so just
Oh,
well,
we can't. This is why we can't have anything nice.
This is why we can't have nice things, Matt. Exactly. Thank you, Frey.
Jesse Hansen in chat says, "That's it. I'm not following you all anymore." LOL. Just kidding. You know I'm playing with you, Jesse. You know I'm playing.
Don't listen to him, Kadri. Come on, baby. Come on, Kadri. Kadri, listen to me, Kadri. Kadri, listen to me.
No, I was actually excited to meet Jason Mewes. I was like, dude, you're Jason Mewes. And he was like, yeah, what's your point? And I was like, what? Okay.
He was on a lot of drugs back then, dude. He probably didn't care about anything.
He started, getting into it a little bit with me. And I was like, I was in the Army at the time, so testosterone and everything. And I was like,
jeez.
Don't talk to me that way.
Dude.
And it kind of, and then Kevin Smith comes around the corner. He's like, what the hell's going on? I'm like, oh, you're Kevin Smith. I'm like, this dude's an ass. Uh-huh. What's your point? So.
Jesse in chat says, Jason and our crew almost got in a dropout fight in Chicago. Just saying. LOL. All right, we're going to have to bring that up on Wednesday, I think.
Nice. I want to hear about that.
I want to hear that story. So I almost got a fight with Jay. I thought Jay, Jay was like one of my heroes, Jay and Silent Bob, that is. And then, so this Jason Mewes guy sounds kind of like, not like Jay.
No, he was just, I've seen him later, and he was a lot more normal, but he came across as an ass to me, and him and I kind of got into it a little bit.
That could have been your fault, man. Not saying, but
I mean, I come across to you too, and now you love me.
That's true. You do come across as an ass, Frey. No offense.
All right. So, what else do we have?
Your camera stuck on the thumbs up, man. That was awesome.
So we got reading recommendations. Frey, what have you been checking out?
On the reading rainbow, right? Can't we do it
Something
that way?
like that, yeah.
Can we not do it that way? Let's see. What's the last thing I was reading? Looks like the last thing. Oh, okay. I didn't do this on purpose, but all right. So I'm gonna have to come up with 2. That's what's gonna have to happen because.
Dude, what have you been reading, man?
On accident. No, Cornerstone 2. But Jesse's in the chat, And so that's not fair. That just seems like I'm blowing smoke up somebody's ass or kissing
You
ass.
are
And
blowing smoke up Jesse's ass. It's
And,
okay, man. He loves it.
I ain't that guy. So
You're
Cornerstone
Jesse. It's
2,
okay,
I've been
dude.
reading. And we are we'll go back through, talk a little more about that on Wednesday. I think right now I'm just gonna go out and say that, like, one of the ones that I kind of went back to this week is the Bastards of the Universe series, because I had to. They're just hilarious. Gypsy Leaf in chat says, "Nice vape, Matt. He has got the smoothest vape and scooter tricks that you have ever seen in your life."
Scooter tricks? Dude,
Matt, blow a ring.
does your scooter go like this?
I don't even know.
I just asked if your scooter did that.
Jesse in chat says, "Do not compare those Cornerstone issues to what we're doing now. Light and day." I think he meant night and day, but well, then I'll tell you what, Jesse, you have from now until Wednesday at 2 p.m. Mountain Central Time to get.
I don't think he can, man. He's got other things. He's got things.
So here's what I'm gonna do.
Whatever.
You need to just shoot a PDF over to Jared of a couple of new books that we have some of that new stuff to showcase during that interview.
There you go.
You do that, and I'll make sure that Jared uploads them.
So I got one. I don't know if you guys saw it, but Katongo did a redo of his comic. That's Bazil over from Cameroon, Africa.
I did see that. Yeah, the Relics of the Broken Empire.
The Broken Empire. The cover is killer, man. It is killer. Just a complete freaking way. Took a real step up, and the storyline stays pretty good. The same. I mean, actually, the beginning of it seems to be a lot different, which is really cool. I liked his style in the beginning of the new. And hopefully, I keep telling him he should put a couple of the issues of the old one in there in the marketplace once we get to live transaction. Just as collector items, because I think it's cool that he had the first issue and then really stepped up his game. But Katongo, Relics of a Broken Empire, that's a really fun one.
Oh yeah, it is.
That is. It's way cool. What about you, Matt? What are you on right now?
Okay, so I just picked up. I purchased the Art of Chad Hardy #3 on Kickstarter. So I've been going through 1 and 2. Also reading a lot of Elder, Children of Elder.
Nice.
From Gemma. I've also been uploading my own book of old art. So I was checking out.
Plugging your own stuff. Are you plugging your own stuff right now?
Plug his own shit, man. What a freak! Oh my heck!
No,
I've been
looking at a lot of like other artists and their art books, and just to see how they're doing it. If I could set up mine differently. Some of Gypsy Leaf stuff, so that way I could be like, well, this.
Notice how he's dropping names now to
get
off of himself.
Do you guys hear a choo-choo sound of the rip-off train coming through?
Oh, I do. It's choo-choo, choo-choo.
I know. There's, a lot of people don't realize it, but Matt here drives a brand new Escalade, and it says plagiarism on the license plates.
Oh,
I actually want to get that now. Okay.
How many pages are in your book, Matt?
Honestly, right now I have like close to 100 pages.
Publish it. I want to see it now.
Get it in the marketplace.
Click publish.
Man.
We're pulling it up right now.
Don't be holding out on us. I want to see how much you stole
Click publish. Click publish. We want to see it. We're pulling it up right now. Come on.
I know you didn't steal nothing. Let me just tell you something about Matt, because Matt is a kick-ass artist. He did a logo for me for my company Frey, and he did a kick-ass job with the first version, and it was so awesome that I was like, okay, dude, you got to give me some other things to like look at. I mean, I feel like you haven't done enough. And he's like, but dude, look at this. And I'm like, I'm looking at it and it's good, but it's not great. And so then he did a bunch of other stuff, and I'm like, I like the first one. It was great. I was just
So let's see. Let me catch up on chat here real quick. Jess Hansen says, Matt and I aren't friends yet on Facebook, though, just Andrew and Jared. I want to take this moment to publicly apologize to you for being friends with me on Facebook. I don't know what you were thinking, but
sweet guy. Matt, quit
my
being
Facebook's a
jerk.
dangerous
Friend him.
place.
Or accept him. I'm not sure how it goes.
Hey, we got Zolek on here. What's up, Zol? Let's see. Gypsy Leaf says, I want to see it. Jesse Hansen says, just set Jared Bragg and Andrew Frey a copy of the showcase book. Cool, man. We'll make sure it gets up in there. Zolek says, fuck yeah, Matt, do it.
All right.
TCT Comics!
Bwah, 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 bwah. Matt is uploading his book right now. Right now. You gonna share your screen so we can see you uploading it?
That's the book you should have shown us how to upload.
You know what? I would like to ask to be the person to approve this book.
Yeah, as long as I get to buy the first copy.
You guys are killing me.
No, I just said I'm approving the book. That means I'm gonna get the first copy.
No.
Kiss my ass.
No.
I will jump in there and I will change your user rights right now.
Fry.
Jared,
You need to calm down, okay?
Jared,
you need to calm down, okay?
Jared.
Fry, listen to me,
Jared.
Fry,
Jared.
listen to me.
I apologize about the technical difficulties, stream, but it seems that we've lost Jared's audio. Just wanted to say that we've really appreciated having him on the show. No, I'm just kidding. Let me pull him back up. All right, there you go. Whoa, hey, I just pulled your audio back up. You watch your language.
Oh, dude, you gotta warn a man when you do something like that.
I warned everybody that I was doing that. Where are you, man?
Oh, hey, I can't believe you cut me off like that. I had so many nice things to say about you.
I mean, it happens.
I do want to point out the fact that, Jesse, we are friends on Facebook.
Ooh, burn. Is that a burn? I mean,
it might be.
Ah, dude,
it
man,
might
you
be.
shouldn't say that in public, bro.
You probably didn't recognize him because he doesn't use his friggin' face as a profile picture, though.
Oh, I know. He uses. Yeah, hey, drum roll, please. He uses the bat.
Jared, if you were paying attention. No, I don't.
Oh, really?
He uses the CryptoComics character.
Yep.
Oh, that's right. That one that makes it look funny.
Yeah, that's what I use
exactly like him.
It's slimming, but I did want to let everybody know that characters do take off about 15 pounds.
That's so mean. But true. I'm not gonna lie. You know, I wouldn't want to do that to you, buddy. That is a great picture.
All right, Matt. Why am I not seeing this in the approval bay?
Yeah, come on, Matt. Why are you holding out on us, buddy? Are you scared of what we're gonna say? Don't worry at all. I'll be nice.
Oh.
He got rejected. He got rejected. Actually, can we even reject anybody?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, no problem.
We haven't yet.
What genre do we not have enough stuff in?
Oh man, I have a question for both of you. Have either of you guys seen Breached?
Yes. What part of it?
That is a really, really cool 3-panel comic, man. I really, really dug it. I ran across it. I don't even know who uploaded it. I don't know the person. I never got to talk to him, but it is a really, really, really cool comic. We need to get those people onto a spotlight. What?
Who is that?
Rathborn.
Well, let's find them.
Rathborn, yep. Created by Rathborn.
Let's drag them out of the shadows.
I know. It's a super good freaking comic, man. I was like,
oh, agreed.
I saw it and I was just like, oh, this is interesting. And the 3-panel actually came out really good on the reader. You know, it looks really awesome the way that it flows. But it's a great comic. I just happened to be flipping through it one day because I didn't know who Rathborn was. I never got to meet him, which is surprising because I've met pretty much everybody.
Have you ever met me?
Yeah. What?
Have you ever met me? I'm the handsome one from your dreams.
I don't know who me is, but are they cool?
I think so. My mom likes
that's
them
good.
sometimes.
Oh, well, good. That's cool. I mean, if your mom approves of them, then they obviously are good for you to be friend with.
I bought new shoes today at Dick's Sporting Goods for 60% off, and I am pretty excited about it.
60%?
Yeah, it's pretty sweet. I actually had a conversation about this over 4th of July with Andrew Lovelace, where he was asking me, "My God, man, how large are your feet?" And following
How
it up
large are
with
your feet, bro?
13 and a half. Not that great. Not
That's
that
not
huge.
big.
But
Yeah, that's not that
yeah, he wanted to
Mine
point
are
out
like
that
20s.
20?
20.
Wow. Well, then that disproves the theory of the size of the foot, huh?
You're so funny, jerk.
I don't know.
All right. Well, I think we've derailed this enough. Should we wrap it up, guys? Holy
We aren't
crap.
wrapping anything up. I want to see your book.
Oh my gosh, let's not talk about wrapping things up, guys. Come on now, man. Wait a minute. What kind of wrapping are we talking about here?
Come
Matt?
on, the chat right now. I'm seeing people that
what?
want to see this book, Matt.
Yeah, dude, we're waiting on you, man. Oh, that's why he's trying. He was trying to throw us off, right? Did you catch that shit?
Mm-hmm.
Scaredy cat. Come on, Matt, hurry up.
Okay, well, that will be it from us, my fellow cave dwellers.
Here's the bad part is that Matt can't stop the stream. Only I can.
Sweet. So we can just tease him as soon as he gets off.
Except I can end
Hello, Matt. Hello,
You can
Matt.
try to end the go-to meeting, but we'll just call your wife.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. Let's
Come
do
on,
this.
Matt. Just
Let's
put
do
it
this.
up, dude. Quit being a scaredy cat.
On Market Monday next week, we premiere Matt's book.
I think that's a good idea.
All right, fine.
Come on, Matt.
Hey, I got to come up with original art based around Jim Henson.
Okay.
So,
all right.
You premiering a book of stuff you've already made isn't nearly as big of a deal.
Unless it sucks. Then it's a huge deal.
Well, okay, so with this art book, I'm going back clear to like high school and like, oh, I drew this.
That's why I want to see it.
That's awesome.
That's why I want to see it, man.
Cool. That's
now,
gonna be great. Hey. Don't worry, man.
Hey,
Linda,
Hey.
Linda, listen to me, Linda, listen to me, Linda. Linda's the bitch next door. I hate her.
All right, everybody make sure you stay connected. Like, subscribe, follow along, whatever platform you're on watching us with, unless you're on Mixer. If you are, find us somewhere else. Because Mixer's dying.
Okay, we do have a lot of content coming your way. Once again, we got that spotlight. Jesse Hansen.
Oh, yeah.
On
We got a spotlight on Wednesday. Make sure you check out our blogs that my boy Matt here puts up. Make sure you leave some comments on it.
Awesome,
give him some feedback. Let them know that you're actually able to read.
Tickle your brain.
That's right. And if you guys didn't get enough of this guy down here,
wait a minute.
This guy's
I'm up
name is
here,
Jared.
dude.
He doesn't really join us on the CryptoComics Couch enough, but we'll see if we can't sneak him back on here once in a while. But he's actually going to be on the Creator
I'm so
Spotlight.
embarrassed right now. You guys have teased me the whole time.
That's right. And so make sure you
the whole time. There's a difference.
make sure you subscribe and follow along. That way you can see when his videos pop up because they're pretty sweet.
Yep.
Show your love, care. Make sure you buy stuff from creators. Go out and support them.
Oh, please support the creators. Please support the creators. Please
Amen to
support the creators. Please support the creators. Please support the creators. Please support the creators. Please support the creators.
Turn off his audio.
Dude, that was awesome. Did you guys feel it? Did you feel the energy?
Thanks for tuning in,
All right,
guys.
once again,